Okay, so we're going to start here by configuring up this page. And just to double check here, we are in Drupal. Let's see. I'll go to status report. Okay. And we're in Drupal 9.4.8. Okay, so that's the version of Drupal we're running. So if I look under content and go to basic page, okay, and if I switch the text format to extended CKEditor and look at all the fonts here, you'll notice that after Verdana it says Optima. So there's nothing alphabetically before that. So if I want to throw in another couple of fonts in here, let's just switch out of this. I'm going to go under configuration to content authoring and choose text formats and editors. Okay, and so if I go to where I'm listing this extended CKEditor and click configure, then I want to list out all the fonts that are available. I'm going to do that by popping out the font name button and then actually dragging it back in. That will basically allow the font names under the settings to show up. And so there's that Verdana that we just looked at here, where it says Verdana, Geneva, Sans Serif, etc. So what I'm going to add in here, I'm going to click behind the semicolon. I'm going to insert Peniel, and then add a slash, and then I'm going to repeat that name again, Peniel, except this time what I'm going to do, instead of just repeating the word Peniel, I'm going to put a dash in here and go type in Demi with a capital D, and then add a semicolon after it. Okay, so you'll notice there we've got Peniel and then Peniel Demi. Okay, so that's installed in there. And then I'm going to add the Universe font. I'm going to go UNIVERS. So there's Universe, but the actual font is Universe Black. So I'm going to go put the slash, and I'm going to go Universe dash black, and then put in a semicolon. So that's entering in that font. Okay, so I'm going to tell it down here to save that configuration. Okay, now if I go out, add content, basic page, and then choose extended CKEditor as my text format, then under the font list, you notice there's Universe showing up, okay? And there is Peniel before it. So those two fonts, we actually just added those in. Okay, so if I want to take a crack, I'm going to choose Peniel, and I'm going to set its size. Let's go to 120 pixels. Okay, there's 120 pixels. Or, since we're on a Mac, 120 pixels and 120 points. It's going to actually treat it the same. So if I type this in, and I'm going to go type in the word testing. Okay, and I'm going to put testing in as the title here as well. Okay, so let's save that page out by adding the word testing in there. Okay, now if I actually want to see how that would look, I'm going to highlight that entire word, copy that, go down to the next level. But instead of that being another Peniel font repeated, I'm going to switch that to Universe. Okay, so Peniel, let's choose that Universe. There we go. And what I'm going to do is on the the word testing prior to that, I'm going to say make the first part of that, make that orange, and then make the second part, the ing part, make that green. So I'm going to choose from the pop-up, use it as a nice bright green, and then I'm going to highlight this word under as universe here, and let's switch it, and let's change that to a nice light blue, like so. Okay, let's save that out. Okay, so as you can see, pretty easy to drop in fonts, change switch colors, different font types, different font names. If I want to switch them to something else, if I want, I can actually just go right into edit. Let's choose that universe font, and let's switch it to something completely different. Let's make it Optima. Okay, that's now Optima. And let's take the Pagnon font, and let's switch that around as well. Let's make it Trajan. There we go. And I'm going to save that out. Okay, so since we're in Drupal 9.4.8, we're in Drupal 9 essentially. It works pretty easy, so that's no problem at all. If I want to do something else with that environment, let's go back to the editor, and I'm going to click behind testing, and I'm going to throw in something. Okay, let's go out to our media library. Let's look at the remote video that we've got, and let's add one of those elements in there. So let's insert that as a selected element. Okay, and that's looking good. So I'm going to save that out. Okay, and